Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's. His record speaks for itself.
Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Stojkovic. He's going to be disappointed with that. Ronaldinho. David Villa. He might be in here. David Villa! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Well, played right into his path. Towering header! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Number 18, Hugo Ekitike.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi, that's very neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get it through? Now it's Van Basten. And it's Azar. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. Messi. Messi, shot a goal!
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Barcelona are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Romero. Great vision. Azar. And it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Rooney. And he's found a way past. Referee has just said play on. Ekitike couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Now it's Rooney. Danny Olmo. Looking for the fob. Oh, good glide! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. He has found a way through. Ronaldinho, what a serious charge here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Japan tries a shot! And a neat finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class. From the next goal is going to be so significant.
Azar, and this is Rooney. He's got away. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And Messi! Could be danger here. Van Basten! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Baresi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Azar. This looks promising. Shifted it to the flank. That is ended up in no man's land. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Japan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Japan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Xabi Alonso does really well to win the ball there. Oh, super find. He's found a way through, and he's heaved it away. And that could well leave a mark. That should get the job done. It's a promising position.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
David Villa chasing after it. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Villa. Great defending, strong and determined. David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, given away. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Azar can see things others simply cannot. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. No, that's been intercepted. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Ronaldinho. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten! Too close for comfort.
Substitution for Japan, number 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 9, David Villa. Coming on the field, number 20.
And this is Van Basten.
Number 13.
He's had it nicked away. Xavi Alonso, and he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Barcelona have their lead. He's picked his way through.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And he's managed to get rid. Mbappe producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Japan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well read, nice interception. Kadiolu. Xabi Alonso cuts out the pass, and he's worked it through. McTominay, just a quarter of an hour to play. He is through here. Xabi Alonso was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Mbappe. Nice control. Foot in. Searching pass he's played there. Pings it across.
Japan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Serginho spots it and intercepts. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstance.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Substitution for Japan, number 12.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Lewandowski coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Decent hit from there.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Mbappe.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, just skips big chance! That's a tiny finish. And right near the end, we have parity. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Hadjiolu deals with that comfortably. So that's it. It is all over. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration.